All right, what's going on, everybody? William Stuart here alongside me, Mr. Ryan Mooneyham, once again, as we continue our coverage of the Las Vegas Open 2023. Right now, we've got Liz Tynan taking on Shea. Just started off here, just getting underway. So it should be an appetizing match here. What do you say, Ryan?
Oh, you got Liz Tynan coming out of the Chicago area. And where's Shea from? No, it used to be Texas.
I think she's South Carolina area now.
Yeah, so
South Carolina, Florida area, I believe.
These ladies know each other very, very well. If you follow the soft tip as heavy as some of our viewership does, both these two are pretty dominant ladies on that circuit. Both of them do travel in the Las Vegas Open. Liz Tynan represented the United States over in the World Masters this year.
Well, Shea's actually confirmed she's going to be participating in some of the women's series events this year.
Very good. So very good.
Looking forward to that.
We got some fantastic talent you may not always get to see.
Exactly. I'll be straight up forth and honest because she never lets me lets it down. I had no clue who Shea was last year at all because I was just starting to get around on the scene, kind of that national level scene. But man, quite the talented individual is Shea.
I knew her as Shea Reynolds when she got married.
Yep. This is a quarterfinal match, correct?
Yes, sir. Quarterfinal match for the quarterfinals for this current lineup is Marlies Kill taking on Sandy Haas right now, Lisa Yee, Jessica Melton, Tracy Firetag taking on Paula Murphy, and then our feature match of the quarterfinals, Shea, Liz Tynan. 3-2 to win this, Will. What do you think? Look at Shea. Another monster 7 out of her.
She is on a roll right now, 3.9 average compared to Liz's 2.5. See if she can change the tide here, but it looks all in the favor of Shea in this leg.
She's got such a smooth delivery. It almost looks effortless. Did you see that? She's like, it's a 15. Here's a 15. How about a double bull, folks?
Exactly what it is effortless. Effortless. Folks just joining us, make sure to share this around. Let's get our viewership back up there as we've stopped the stream a couple times in order to get those recorded matches in of our PDC players. But look at that big big leg there from Shea She's on a roll with that one. I mean,
just to update our viewership, Joe Heydrich, Kevin Yasicek currently is taking on Simon Whitlock and Jules Van Doggen.
That's a semifinal match, right?
Semifinal match. And in the other semifinal match, Damian Mall, Danny Van Tripe, Jacob Taylor, Jason Watt.
Oh, appetizing.
I was going to say some spicy action going on.
So be aware, we may still have to stop our stream for that, but hey, right now we're going to continue on with these. We're only going to stop for the finals is what I've heard from the tournament directors, if either of those teams makes it to the final, that being the PDC players.
Now, I know we know it's not ideal for everyone to see this, not seeing this live, but it's a big deal for in the long sense of it.
Yeah, it's not often that we get the opportunity to stream PDC players, and I mean, you will take anything we can get when it's recorded. Fortunately, we couldn't go live, but you'll still get a view of them. Look at Shea right now. My goodness. 2 big trip 19s. Tries to go upstairs and misses with the last.
Liz not happy with that turn. Wanted more than just a 3 mark, but takes everything she can get. Liz Tynan Trying to get some 20s up back on the board. Shea's been rock solid right behind her. 4.3 for this leg, 3.8 for the match. She's not making it easy, that's for sure.
No, she is on fire, honestly. 2 19s there just to pad some more points. Not enough to gain the lead, so Tynan could potentially steal these 19s away from her, and I think that's exactly where she's eyeballing. It is.
3 solid darts. 1, 2, 3. Sometimes all you need to get the close down.
Josh Broadhurst, who is probably from overseas, I'm guessing. Can you explain this game that they are playing? So it's a little bit tougher to explain strategy-wise because there's so many strategic moves here. But the goal is to have 3 numbers, or 3
marks.
3 marks, yeah, there we go, in each bed. So 20s all the way to 15s, and then the bullseye. So your main power scoring numbers. So you'll see 3 singles here. Oh, nope, just 2 singles on the 17s. And since she has that number closed and Liz does not, she can point on that number until Liz closes. So there's a close there, and Liz will go up and try to close the 20 on Shea. But she only goes up to point on the 20 on Shea. So it's definitely a hard game to explain. It's more one that you may want to pull up a YouTube video and kind of watch some more in-depth talks about it.
It's a strategy game. It's not the race. It's a marathon.
It's
501 is your race, and your cricket. It can be the rope-a-dope. It can be the chess match. It can be all different kinds of ways for you. It can be you can power someone out of it. You can suffocate them with points. There's just so many different ways.
Yep.
Some people call heavy pointing playing chicken. Some people call closing chasing. I mean, there's just so many aspects to the game.
We've seen a couple PDC players that, like Simon, let's be honest, Simon came up to the board and probably didn't play strategically the best, where we've seen Damon Mall and Danny Van Tripe kind of produce some good averages, because I hear they play a game called Tactics over there that's similar to cricket. So if you've heard of Tactics, Josh, maybe that's something that is similar to the game of cricket.
It's also been very Americanized in general. Even the Canadians coming down their North Americans don't play the cricket. It's a really heavily soft tip played more than, it's played both ways, but we see the big numbers and the big games and the big matches, soft tip cricket.
Exactly. It's all about putting your opponent in pressure situations that causes them to try to hit a big number where you can get away with possibly a little bit less. So Shea trying to open up another wedge before electing to close the 20s, thus not allowing Liz to score on that number. So Liz will have to go, and she's going to look at the 15s. That's a nice close. So 15 points on the board and over to the 16s to try to close that number.
Boy, and that's the other thing about cricket. So look at leg 1. Shea Cole out in front commandingly. Leg 2, here comes Liz.
It's kind of flip-flopped, yep. So 2 to close, that's what she gets. Onto the bulls or the 15s for points. She elected to the bulls, so now she just has that number remaining. She'll need 3 bulls, that red bit being 2 bulls. So you'll hear the single and double bull called out a lot in the American game because we're used to that in cricket rather than 25 and 50. So she just needs the 25 bit now, not able to find it.
She grabs the double bullseye. 1 dart away from taking the leg. Cole can do some damage on this bull. We'll try to push Liz back on her heels if she can.
That's another thing that Fortnite Icon just mentioned. He said 4 events going on. That's a fact, folks.
That is correct.
That's the difference in the American side of things rather than overseas.
Yeah, we beat the tar out of you with events.
There's the win there for Liz Tynan as it's 1-1. But yeah, right now we've got open doubles 501. We've got women's singles cricket, men's singles cricket, as well as women's doubles 501 going on. So yeah, they keep you in the hall, keep you going.
A couple key things about being a dart player in the United States. Number 1 is learn how to hydrate while you enjoy that beverage. 2 is find a really good pair of shoes.
True, very true. Well, we settled to a 3.2 and a 2.9 average. We'll explain that one to you as well for those that are just tuning in, don't understand. That's 3.2 marks per round. So she's averaging at least 3 singles and then some a round, where Liz is just under that in 2.9.
Liz Tynan going to work on them 20s. She's got 4. She adds another one.
Getting a lot of board calls in the background. We'll adjust our mic levels just a little bit. That way we're not getting, hopefully, too much of that.
Liz Tynan, triple 19. Liz Tynan, triple 17. Liz Tynan, single 18. Monster 7 from Liz. Really putting Shea back on her heels. Shea's good enough to come right back at her.
Seen a complete tide turn here as Liz goes off to the races with a 4-3.
It's the difference in the legs.
That it is.
You could be that player that come out and got that first leg and smoked them. And like, dude, I got this. And then next thing you know, your opponent turns on the jet engines and takes the next 2. And you're like, huh.
What just happened?
What just happened there?
What just happened? Shea able to find a number, though. It's a 7 mark on the 15s. 3 to close, scoring at 60.
Not happy with that second dart. Goes right back to the 20s to add 3 more points, or 60 more points, or 3 more marks. Pressure's on Shea to score that 15.
How about that? Double 15 for Liz. She tried to go back up and score, not able to do so, but she gets rid of that number from Shea. So Shea's going to elect to try to open up another scoring number. That's exactly what she's done.
Ooh, Liz not happy with that turn. She wanted to point that 20 to close the 16. Now she's put herself well back. She may have the point lead in the houses. Cole going to close the 20s. Back to the 16s. You know, I always talk about this. Moving around the board in dart cricket, it's transition shooting. How many times we see a player that can hammer the 20 and then move back up to score it and miss very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
It's that transition shot, moving of the arm, resetting. You're not in the same segments.
That's why I like Leonard Gates is just so good at he just is he can transition like none other. Same with Danny Baggish. He's one of those transitional players.
He can move around the board.
Man, we saw him use the bull so much during 501, and it was really interesting to see how much the PDC Tour has changed his game.
Liz has got to have the bulls. She needs to be rapid fire on those bulls. Keep Liz out of them. She only manages 2. There's the second one. She just needs 1 to win it.
Oh. And honestly, could be a great win here. Ashton Watt letting us know that Jason Watt and Jacob Taylor beat Damon Mall and Danny Van Tripe to advance to the finals. So we'll be keeping an eye on the other match to see if we have a PDC group in there or not. 17's the score. Bull for the win here for Tynan. She goes right back down to the 17s in order to try to pad a little bit more points. I'll tell you what, Liz has played well to brush off that first leg and just kind of counteract what Shea was doing.
That first leg, Shea was a rocket ship, man. She was just taking off.
She did manage 1 there, but 1's not going to be enough. Bull for the win.
That's it.
And she gets it, folks. My goodness. What a match we just saw there. It was a 2.8 and a 2.9 average. Sorry, 3.1 and a 2.9 average. 2.8 for that leg for Shea Coles.